Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Above the Shadows. It's a movie starring Olivia Thirlby, Alan Ritchson, and sort of Megan Fox, but more of a cameo at a couple different points, Megan Fox. So don't watch this movie if you're just into for Megan Fox, because she isn't in it all that much. Alan Ritchson, you might remember from the Jack Reacher TV show. I think, got buffer for the Jack Reacher TV show than he was here. Still really ripped, though. Still really ripped. So, as always, I'm going to give the good, the bad, and the furry. To start off with furry, there isn't any. Moving on, well, I guess there's like a dog or a cat or something. Some animal that doesn't do anything. Moving on. So, the story of this film is Olivia Thirlby's character is invisible, basically. So, it was such an odd implementation of this trope. Like, I liked the movie Invisible because he's literally invisible dying, and then there's the Chloe Grace Moretz one where she's like, I think it's like If I Stay, where she's trying to decide if she's gonna stay or not. And then there's the Just Like Heaven version, and then there's this. And it's a little odd. So what it is that she's invisible to everyone. Invisible and unhearable to everyone. But she still, for some reason, needs to have a job, because she can still, like, move things. So she's not a ghost, because she has physical presence. She can open and close doors and lift things and move things around. But if she does that, then people start to be like, oh, what's going on? And then also, you know, she can't walk through a door that somebody's closed. So if she's trying to, say, follow somebody, she has to get in before they close the door, or else they'll be like, why the hell did that door open and close by itself? The other thing that's odd is that because, you know, she's a living, breathing person, she has to have a job. And it's set... I feel like it's set, like, it came out, I want to say, in 2019. From the credits, it sounds like it finished filming in 2017, but I feel like it was set, like, maybe in 2010 or something, because the phones that they're all using are all slidey phones, or just, like, they all use phones that have little, like, that have physical buttons on them for typing. So, a little bit older. But even with that, I still just wonder how she is able to function in this world without having ID or anything else. Like, how does she have a job? How does she get paid enough to have this apartment? And, like, they give you, like, a one-liner, be like, oh, I live in this corporate building, so nobody ever knows anybody else. But, like, corporate, I feel like, would know if you had this whole nice-ass apartment all to yourself that they were not renting out. But, whatever. It's odd that she has to have a job and can move things, but I feel like it would have been a more solid implementation of this if she just couldn't move things around. But they did definitely use the fact that she had a job and that she does have a physical presence and is able to move things and, you know, send texts and receive texts and all that jazz to its advantage. So it definitely was critical to the storyline. It's just, I thought, an odd implementation. Moving on from there, so essentially, her day job or night job is to just get incriminating photos on assholes doing things that they think that there's no cameras around, which is interesting. And then she finds that, like, she's doing her thing, and then one day some bouncer sees her and, like, drags her out of the club, be like, you're not allowed in here, where's your ticket? Like, you can't be in here. And she's like, wait, you can see me? What the hell? And finds out that he's the only one that can, and that he was one of the people that I don't know if it was her initial or just early on in her career of, you know, taking pictures of people doing things that they shouldn't have been doing, but she's like, well, I screwed over your life, because he was like a MMA star, and then turns out he was cheating, so he lost his girlfriend, lost his sponsorships, fell from favor, so now he's just a bouncer. And she's like, hey, maybe this is the universe telling me that, like, if I fix what I broke in your life, maybe my life will get fixed too. And she goes about it, and goes about, like, trying to fix it and have this interaction with him, and it's a love story. I'm a sucker for a good love story, and this one was okay. I don't think it'll... You know, it's not going to change your life necessarily, and I think that part of that is, you know, that there's something up with her just having disappeared, because she disappeared when she was like 12. She stopped being visible when she was 12, and how they shot it, it's like her family wasn't like, where's Olivia? Like, where is she? She didn't come down for school today. They just, like, she just never existed to them, which is weird. So, yeah, it was odd. And so in this, you know that there's something up with why she's not visible, and they get to some of it, and they, you know with a movie like this, there's going to be some revelation. There was a revelation in Invisible, there was a revelation in If I Stay, there was a revelation in Just Like Heaven. There's revelations, okay? It's going to happen. You know it happens. But the thing that's just like, oh, it's not great. It's not the revelation that you would hope for. It's very basic bitch things. Like, really, you didn't get that before, like that you didn't have. How is this the revelation for this whole movie? Whatever. So I found that pretty disappointing. But the journey and seeing how they implemented it and like their interaction, and with romantic movies, there's like the heights followed by the fall, followed by the makeup or whatever. Like they had all the hit points, and I thought it was also interesting because this is Olivia's story. I don't remember her character's name, but it is her story with this guy just as like the method of telling her story. So like he gets it, he's an MMA guy, and there are MMA fights, and you get to see some of them. But it's not even about those fights. It is about her reaction, her presence, what they mean to her. And I thought that was a really interesting take on it because so many of these, boxing, MMA, whatever movies, like Southpaw, Cinderella Man, all the Rockies, all the Creeds, all these things, it's always about the fighter and, his struggle and what he's doing. And in this one, like, yeah, he struggled, yeah, he's doing his thing, and yeah, they are showing the fights, but it's about her. And I thought that is the thing that interested me most about this. I liked the romantic aspect of it. I liked Alan Ritchson just because he's a beautiful man and great actor. But that aspect of it, I think, was the thing that was most interesting and I think most well implemented because, as I said, the invisibility thingness was a little oddly done. So I feel like I paid more attention to the invisibility implementation that distracted me from the otherwise good story. So, but still, I think it's worth your time. Thumbs up. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.